Hey everybody, good morning. Let's have a little bit of hoodie time. I'm over here in the studio before my family wakes up. That's usually when I'm creating this content. And today I'm telling you a little bit about what I'm actually trying to do with the Superpower Quest. As I continue to just dive deeper and deeper into helping people release their, what would be the right word? Release their preconceived notions about their design or the baggage around their design, and really start to tap into the truth of who we are, how we're made, and then begin to press into our strengths. I see this all the time. I see people that maybe you had a creative, imaginative streak, but you grew up in a home that valued something different. And so you've spent your life, and this happened to me personally, right? I spent a lot of my life thinking I needed to be something I wasn't, that I needed to be tougher, that I needed to be more dominant, that I needed to be more decisive, that I needed to be more aggressive. All of those things were what were valued in my upbringing. And I just didn't feel like I had a lot of those things. And so I ended up in kind of competition with and misunderstanding of myself for a lot of my life. Um, but what I wanted people to see is that, and what I had to come, the conclusion I had to come to was that I did have some default settings uh, that I could learn to play to my strengths. And so that's one thing in this article. I talk about the spades principle. Man, I used to love playing spades in college. It's a team trick taking game where the spade is trump. And what you learn in spades is if your teammate runs out of diamonds, that means that they can use trump to cut those diamonds and win the trick. And so if you're wanting to win more tricks, you gotta notice, you gotta watch your partner. Um, watch what they're doing, watch what's happening in their hand or what they're signaling with their hand, and then you want to feed them that which will cause them to be able to win. It's a very simple principle, right? Play to your notice and play to your strengths. In this case, you're noticing and playing to a teammate's strength. I apply that principle to myself. I apply that principle to the people around me. Notice, right? Notice yourself, notice your strengths and play to your strengths. Notice the people around you, notice their strengths and play to their strengths. And what happens is exponential progress and exponential joy, right? Because when you're playing to your strengths and playing to your passions and playing to those kind of innate spaces inside of you where you feel most effective and most fulfilled, um, you're going to have more fun. So anyway, this is another article about a little bit more about how to do that, and some techniques and some tricks to try. And so I hope you enjoy it. And I'll keep, I know I've reduced my frequency a little bit on the Superpower Quest. You're probably going to be getting for 2026. Probably twice a month, once to twice a month, you'll be getting new content from me on the Superpower Quest. So stay tuned. And as always, I'd love to hear your feedback, love to hear your comments. Shoot me a message, and let's keep the dialogue going. Take it easy and have a good day.